Right then, hello and welcome to Retrogaming Club, where today we are retro gaming. I don't even know I've done that because I don't need to do that. Two actual Game Boys. Game Boy 1, which is this one, is a working Game Boy. This Game Boy is lovely and it works. This Game Boy is dead. This Game Boy does not work. This Game Boy is an ex Game Boy. So the plan today is to transfer the case for the Game Boy here onto this Game Boy here without killing this Game Boy. Now that sounds all well and good and lovely and jubbly and everything. The only problem is I've never done it before. And I've decided to do it live on YouTube. Yeah, I know. The reason for doing it live on YouTube is because near enough at midnight as well, without any practice. It's because I'm completely off my head, obviously. Because you don't do things like this live on YouTube without actually letting people see that you've practiced it and you're doing it really well. So, wish me luck. Got some screws, drivers even, and some whatnot. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one to one side because that one is fine. This is the one that we are going to cannibalise, or at least the skin of it anyway. So, flip it over. Oh, that's come off. That's not a good start, is it? Anyway, flip it over. And you can see there are 4 screw holes. There's possibly one in there as well, I would have thought. Yeah, there's 2 in there actually. There's one down there and one there, and you notice it's all rusty and all manky and horrible. It just doesn't work. It's completely dead. And I've got bits everywhere already. I cleaned this desk as well before I did this. Anyway, evening Daryl and Cole. I say Cole because there are other people watching as well. I am going to... I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm going to genuinely take this apart, not having a clue what is going on inside it. You say how to repair original Game Boy. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I have no idea at all what I'm going to find when I take this back off, or even if I can take the back off, it might be better to take the front off. Oh, there's a screw. Let's put that in there. Can I get them out as well? Yeah. Put that in there. Always keep your screws handy. Andy, are you listening? Always keep your screws. Alright, so far so good, he says. Don't seem to be magnetic, that screw. Doesn't want to come out. Right, okay, I'll go with these 2 in here. That's come out. And this one over here. Oh, this is going to go so badly wrong, I know it is. I'm actually going to risk it by turning it over now and assuming it's going to be easier to take the front off than it is to take the back off. Can't get that screw out either. So I lift it up and okay. Right, I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. So that's a power pack. Just a Phillips screwdriver. Right. Okay. Right, if they're soldered on, then I'm knackered, aren't I? Uh-oh. I don't know, Toff will be in a bit. He doesn't always get notifications when I come online. Oh dear. There are times when you wish you'd have checked something before you started doing it. This is one of those times. Right. That's not working. That's not working. Right, I've got a screwdriver that'll fit that. If not, this is going to be the shortest video ever. Hello, thanks for watching. See you again. Bye. Kind of thing. Oh yeah, we're off. We're off. Right then. So, take that screw out. Right, now these screws are different screws, so I need to put these in a different place. I'll put them on there. Just to let you know, by the way, I'm rubbish at this. What I may do is just take this apart, and then if I think it's too risky, just leave the this one here. I'll just leave it as it is, slightly discoloured. So, yeah, we all know that's what's going to happen. Ever electric shock self? Yes, I did once. My grandparents had a problem with their kitchen light, and they lived in a 2-up 2-down terraced house, and the bulb had gone basically, but the only light switch for the kitchen was on the stairs. The stairs went between the 2 rooms downstairs, so there was 3 light switches on the bottom of the stairs, 3 of them. Top one was, I think, the upstairs, the bottom one was the living room, and the middle one was the kitchen. And there was no lights on anywhere, and all the switches would face up, and there was no light on in the stairs, there was no light on in the living room, so I assumed that there'd be no power going to the light switch in the kitchen. So I climbed, thankfully, a pair of wooden ladders. I climbed up the wooden ladders and I grabbed hold of the light bulb, at which point I got a massive electric shock because it wasn't wired very well. My grandma and granddad, who were very elderly at the time, long since deceased now, were stood directly beneath me. And I kind of started juddering a little bit, like you do when you're being electrocuted. And they asked if I was okay. I managed to get free. Thankfully, like I say, I was on a wooden ladder, so it wasn't too bad. So I managed to get free. And this won't come off. Why won't it come off? Oh, there's a clip. That's why. It's clips. God's sake. So I managed to get myself off it. And everything. And I went and switched the light switch to the middle bit. Then very tentatively went back. And thankfully for me, it was alright. Right, okay. So that is the front face off. So worst case scenario, I can replace the front, but not the back. So yeah, that was my electrocution story. And obviously I'm here to tell the tale, so it didn't kill me. Or did it? Right. I'm pretty sure that the next bit is going to be way too... I reckon this side, I'll move that out of the way. Right, this side is going to be way too complicated to swap around. There's one screw here, which I can undo quite easily. I'm going to put these screws here. There's another one there as well, which I just noticed. Right, so there you go. Bish bosh bosh. So that comes off very easily. Oh, there's something down the side there as well. What the hell's that? I don't even know what that is. Right, see there's a little circuit board down there. Very bizarre. Another, yeah, this is more like shandy than beer. I drink water during the day, and I have a can or 2 of beer at night. I don't get drunk very often though. Saturday night I get drunk, but that's about it. Right, I'm pretty sure this is going to be incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to take out. So, lift that up, and it's... Oh! Okay then, it's going to be incredibly easy to take out. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Game Boy. screen obviously, buttons, speaker, and all the gubbins underneath as well, where all the power is sorted. That's your cartridge reader there. Reads the cartridge. Why is it not in focus? So you got your cartridge reader there. Battery pack thing, which to be fair on this is decent. It's quite shiny. So that's nice, isn't it? Isn't it nice? So I thought that was going to be a lot more complicated than it was. I'm quite disappointed really in a way. These things are interesting though. These are in all joypads and joysticks. You can see there you've got contacts across which are not joined. What you do when you press your button, these have got carbon inside them, and when you press them down, it's like a little nipple, and when you press it down, the carbon connects a circuit there, and that makes the character or whatever it is you're playing go up, down, left, right, or whatever. So quite fascinating really. So now the gamble is, do I, now I've took this one apart, do I do the full transformation, or do I play it safe and not do the full transformation? For a start, can I get these things out? That's just fallen out as well. What's that from? Oh, it's from the top there, isn't it? It's the on off button. Oh poo, I didn't notice how that went. I assume it went like that. No, it wouldn't. It would go like that, wouldn't it? That would be it, yeah. So that's your on off button. Slide your cartridge in, was it down, and you see the little, hang on, move my head around out the way. See that little bit of plastic underneath, down here? That's what slots into your cartridge and holds it in place. But it's the first time since this thing was made in Atlanta someone has seen the circuit boards. No, there's other people who have done breaking down a Game Boy. To be fair, it's probably the first time that Game Boy has ever been seen the light of day. It's gubbins, it's guts. There's no obvious reason why it doesn't work other than the screen doesn't work, and the screen is quite well attached. It's got soldering down here. You can see the soldering. It's got this weird thing here, and then at the top you've got the ribbon cable that connects the two together. So all the information comes from the cartridge reader, which is all read through here, and then it's fired through this cable, and that puts the game onto the screen, I assume. Either way, it's a shame really that we've got a dead Game Boy. But like I said before, the big question is, do I risk it? Now I need to take out these things. And the question is, how easy is it to take them out? That's fallen off again, so we'll just put that over there out of the way. Because there's no point doing the back if these things will not detract. Ah, it's got a spring thing on it, so if I press that down in theory and then slide it up, it should pop it out, which it does. There you go. So that's that out. Now hopefully, now I've discovered that there should be a similar thing on these ones as well. Which there is. But I can't do two things at once because it's not as easy accessible as the other one. Easily accessible. So what I have to do is a little spring clip. You can't see it, but there's a little spring clip in there that's holding in that rusted piece of metal there. That's what I need to get rid of. That one, to be fair, I need to get rid of that one because that's rusted to hell. The other one's alright, actually. No, it's not. I need to get rid of that as well. Right, so let's push it down. And push it down. Was it pulling me out and push down? How the hell? I've got another tool in the box of goodness, which is that tool, which you can't really see that, can you? There you go. It's like a spatula type thing, which is a bit weird. So Bear in mind, I've never done this before. I'm just winging it. I've never watched anyone do it either. As you probably already guessed by the utter surprise that I come out with a couple of things that I've just seen. No, that's not going to do anything. It's too small. About that. That's too big. About that. If I fire it like that and push it down. Right, if I press it like that, so I'm pressing it in, and then I push down, will that do it? This is quite complex, I know you can't see it, but to be fair, it doesn't look like it does it there. It doesn't look like that one's spring loaded like the other one was. Does it not just slide out then? No. That's a disappointment. I would have thought that this would have press it in and press it down. That doesn't do anything. There is definitely something there. Just trying to see if there's anything I can see. The can't see them, can you? But at the edges, something holding it in. So I can break these ones because it doesn't really matter, because this is already knackered anyway. So it doesn't really matter if I break this. I'd sooner not do. I'd sooner put the a new front on and a new back, because I mean the back is nicely undiscoloured as well. It needs a bit of a wash, and I'll wash it in the meantime. So Toff is late today, isn't he? Snip will be in bed by now. Don't know where Warred is. Yeah, imagine these just clip in somehow. Let's have a look at the Gameboy. So look how neat and tidy they are. They're all shiny. Shiny. Yeah, I brought the only game to test it with if I do get it working. Obviously, Tetris. That is a given, isn't it? If you're gonna test anything on a Game Boy, it's gonna be Tetris. There can be only one. This got traded in today actually at the shop, and I was gutted that it was so discoloured. It doesn't look as discoloured, but if I do it like that, it looks really discoloured because it goes black. But it's very, very discoloured. Well, compare it to the other one, you can see the difference. So how do we get out? How do we get these out? Call them muck as well. Muck and grime. It's nearly as mucky as that cartridge I did yesterday. So it's definitely springed, and that's springed as well. Let's spring the other way. Will it pop out the other way if I spring it the other way? No. It's got to be sprung that way then, so I don't want to damage the screwdriver though, that's the thing. That's way too fat. Need something hard and pokey and small. Yeah, okay. No, it's not. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I'll push that in there and then push that down. Will that do it? It's like a thing there that I can push in. Once I figured it out, it'll be great. I'll be flying. Interesting story, like how hard to change a light bulb. God, how slow is your internet? I was on about that hours ago. Right, so fold that in there like that and then press that down. In theory, it should just slide out. Yay! Figured it out. The reason why I'm getting rid of these is because, you can see now this camera isn't great for this, but it's rusty as hell. It should be shiny. That one's shinier. You can see one, well, it's shinier at the bottom anyway. So yeah, they needed replacing. So now I figured out to get them out. I'll do the same with the next one. So I go down there, push that in. I know you can't really see this, but it's very fiddly. It's all fingers and thumbs. Well, it's not actually thumbs. I don't use my thumbs at all, to be fair. So it's fingers. Right, so I hold it. I'm holding it. I'm basically levering it using this piece of metal here, and then I'm going to push down on the top. And in theory, it should just slide out. Or not. There it's gone. There you go. Out it comes. So, those are the contacts that were rusted to hell. And they have been removed. So now, in theory, I can replace the whole of the case of the Game Boy with this new Game Boy case. Use Coke. Check the time, midnight. Right, to be fair, that took me a lot less than I thought it was going to take. I'm going to wash this out though, so I'm going to disappear for a minute or two. By all means, talk amongst yourselves. I'll make this look a bit more interesting in case anyone pops in who's not been here and wonders what the hell's going on. I'll do something like that. That's pretty, isn't it? Is that pretty? That's pretty good. I'll put a Tetris game there, and a screwdriver there, and another screwdriver there, and another screwdriver there. That's actually quite close to my groinal area, which is a bit worrying. Anyway, so I'm just going to go and give this a quick wash, because as you can see, it is filthy with rust, etc, etc, etc. So I shall return forthwith. So by all means, talk amongst yourselves, or don't. Clarify Coca-Cola to clean the rust, not a fortune powder. I was going to say, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I will have a swig of beer though, because I think I deserve a little swig of, well, say beer, shandy. I'll save the rest of that for when it works. Yeah, right. Okay then. I'm drinking tea. I can't drink tea or coffee, that's the problem. I have a caffeine and lactose sensitivity, both of which give me severe migraines, vomiting and diarrhea. So I can't drink tea or coffee, which is why you'll never, ever, ever see me drink tea or coffee. Ever. Ever. So that's why I only drink water, which you have seen me drink on here a few times, and the very cheap, nasty, horrible, unalcoholic beer or shandy. Just because I get bored of water. And I don't do a lot of fizzy pop. I might drink a Dr. Pepper every now and then, but that's about as far as it goes. Anyway, I'm going to whiz off, get this washed, and then I'll be back. I'm also going to go to the toilet as well, because I really need a wee. But you didn't need to know that, did you, really? Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes. No peeking to stand up. Talk amongst yourselves. Have a chat about the weather or something. I don't know. I'll be back. Oh, sorry. Damn, I'm blashed. No peeking. Ah. Right. Alright, okay, so Daryl tried to have a bit of a conversation, but no one else was interested. Seems reasonable. Right then, I'll give it a quick wash under a cold tap, mainly because that water wasn't working. So, one shit does plenty, is to dry it off a little bit before we try putting it back together again. Because the last thing we want to do is get the thing rusty. My favourite Scooby-Doo character. Oh no, that was Shaggy. I don't know, Raggy. Raggy, I don't know, Raggy. I need some cotton buds actually. Also made a schoolboy error as well, but I'll mention that later on. Ooh, completely diffuse the whole situation. I make you wonder why the hell you bothered staying up this late. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Let's get into the nooks and crannies of this. Make sure it's lovely and dry. So, we have thoroughly give it a clean. It's quite nice now. There's quite a bit of acid remnant in there as well, which is a bit dear, but we seem to have cleared that up now, so that's good. So dry the screw holes, obs, just dry everywhere really. Yeah, schoolboy error. Apologies. It did fall flat, sadly. The more excited I was having a Tetris and Mario the original Game Boy can never be replicated now. No. I mean, I'm still confused about what the Switch was about. It's like, it's mobile, but it's also not mobile. You're like, okay then. But most people I know play it not mobile. And the few people who play it mobile don't have DS's. So, I don't understand it. I don't understand it, to be fair. Anyway, this was long before any of that. Was it have a year on it? 1989. No, it can't be 1989, can it? Yeah, it can actually, thinking about it. Yeah, it can be 1989. So, I'm trying to dry it the best I can. The best I can is not very good, to be fair. I'm beginning to regret wetting it now. Said the nun to the vicar. Yeah, that's what I always said. I mean, if you want to play a game on a train or on a bus or something, you don't want to play a game that's overcomplicated. You want to play a game that's simple, like slicing fruit or flying a bird through pipes or something, I don't know. But you don't want to do is play a game where you have to sit on the bus for 4 stops past your stop because you haven't got to a safe point. I can't stop now. I've just defeated Zargloth of the thingamabobby doofer whatchamacallit thing. And we all know what that's like when you defeat Zargloth from the doofer thingamabobby whatchamacallit thing. It's yeah. Zarg. My name is Zarg. Right, okay then, so that's as dry as it's going to get. Except dry as it's going to get isn't very dry, as you can see the water on my hand. So that's a bit annoying. And on the table, for that matter. The Switch is awesome. Breath of the Wild is one of the true masterpieces. Also nice. Objects is Game Boy Color. It had a Game Boy Color actually brought in with this Game Boy, and it was a Pikachu one. I've not seen one of them for a while, so that was moderately exciting. Although value-wise, these are ridiculously expensive. They used to be pretty cheap, but now they're like, nope, stupid money. I can't believe I just did that. I did though. They are stupid money, and we all laugh loudly when people say what the price is. Put that back in there. Put that back in there. I can't believe I did that then. I picked it up and turned it over and all the buttons fell out. Anyway, it's all back together again. So, that is our donor body. And this is our donor heart and guts. Here's our donor innards, which sadly is going to disappear to the probably some Chinese tip somewhere. It's where all the electronics seem to disappear to, isn't it? Right. So I've got another purple Game Boy Color in my shop. So there you go. But again, the prices have gone silly on them. Thank you, CEX, for messing it up for everyone else. God, I hate CEX. Just for messing up things. They don't make... some things that should be expensive, they make cheap. And other things that should be cheap, they make expensive. Anyway, here's a question as well. What do you think of the camera angle? I think it's rather cool. Well, I will say that because I come up with it. So anyway, we are now changing this from GM 5557858 to GM 50866313. Even the back, you can see the difference in the colour, can't you? So, this is a lot of work for this time of night, let's be honest. Oh, yeah, don't put your screwdriver where the screws are, because it picks them all up. Right. Now, one thing I don't like about shows where they have something that's knackered and they fix it. But by fixing it, they basically replace everything. So if it's a car, for example, they replace the brakes because the brakes are knackered. Oh, while they're there, they might as well replace the shock absorbers. Oh, and look, the chassis is a bit knackered as well, so we'll replace that. Oh, and look at the wings. Good God, they're awful. We'll replace them. Oh, and the doors. We get doors from another car because the doors have seen better days. And all the lights are broke. Never mind, we can get some from a spare parts place. And then before you know it, all the seats are knackered. And we need to get new seats. Before you know it, you've got yourself a brand new car. And all the rest of the car that was originally bought is in a skip somewhere. Windwalker in. Is that the GameCube game? Yes, I do. With the extra disc as well. Right. Whoops. Ooh, I nearly knocked my celebratory drink over. It's not going to be that celebratory though, is it? Because I haven't told you what the problem is yet. But anyway, we'll get there in a bit. So, this is our Game Boy, which up to this point, its insides were perfect. Sorry. Oddly, the layout is very similar to the other one. Who'd have thought? Right, I'm going to tip it over that way because I just feel a bit safer with it being that way around. Then undo these screws. Not with that screwdriver though. Right, so that's one. Where can I put them? I'll put them on there. That's number two. Make sure I've got cotton underwear on as well. I don't want to static it, do I? That's number three. Before I don't only wear underwear, so. Number four, that's a lie by the way. Unless I've got shorts on. Surprise original Game Boy rotting away because screen. What? Yeah, what you said. Right, that's that. Dum 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 dum. I can't do it. There we go. Has anyone figured out what my schoolboy error is yet? Oh, sorry. Apart from the fact you can't see what I'm doing, which is a major schoolboy error. Unless you're doing something you shouldn't be doing, in which case that's a schoolboy perfect 10 or whatever. I don't know. Right. So that is basically the screen side of the Game Boy, all sorted and about to be lifted out. Come on. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. You know you want to. Don't deny it. You know you want to. Oh, doesn't want to. I don't want to use anything hard on it because I need this one to live. So I'm going to pull it with my finger and then lift it up like that. Concentration. Urgh. Oh, it's done. I've already got it past it. There we go. So we are. Are we done? We're not quite done. There we go. We are done. We're out. We're out. We are out. We are free. There we go. So that's the old front. This is the new front, which technically is an old front as well. So I'm going to pop this back in. That goes in there somehow. There we go. So there we go. So that's now pretty much in place. Just check it's right on the front. Yep, that's okay. So now put the screws back. Is that the right screwdriver? I hope it is. Yes, it is. So that's one screw. Now, as I was trying to say before, I got completely sidetracked by saying something else. And what I said before, I mean about 20 minutes ago. The problem I have is I can take things apart that have one screw in them that were working. I can put it back together again. They're no longer working. And I have 3 screws left over. That is how good I am at electronics. Now this isn't real electronics, this is just undoing screws and screwing things up again. Notice I avoided saying screwing. So in theory, this should be a doddle. Although I do seem to be making hard work of it. Right, so putting all these screws back. If I miss one out, let me know. Bear in mind there's a delay from what you see to what I do. So, whoops, I dropped the screw. Oh no. I dropped the screw, I put it in the wrong place anyway. I've got the screw stuck, come on. There we go. So that's where I meant to put it. So, I think I was playing Portal the other day. Today I'm doing major surgery. I'm doing an internal organ transplant on a Game Boy. I appear to have a screw left over. Don't put a screw in there, it says, so I'm not going to put a screw in there. So there's a screw there, there's a screw there, there's a screw there, there's a screw there, screw there, screw there, screw there, screw there, screw there. Don't want to put them in here because that's where the screws come in from the other side. So that's from the other side, that's 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 the other side. So why have I got an extra screw? Ah, found it. C5. This is the longest I've ever seen anyone on the internet about Game Boys without the start of Pokemon argument kicking off. Aren't we civilized? Yeah, Pokemon. Yeah, you saw my attempts of Pokemon when I was playing the Nintendo 64. Less said, soon as mended. Whatever that means. Right then. So, we've now got to the stage where we need to remove this little chappy. So we'll take this one out first. So this is the power gubbins. So we'll take that out as well. That literally is the power gubbins. That's the bit where the power comes in. Not the power, where the speaker goes out. So it's not the power gubbins at all. What are you talking about, you idiot? I'm talking to myself there, not you. Oh, you know what they say? The cat fits and all that. This is a bit that completely surprised me. I thought this would be really tricky to get out because of stuff. And I went like that with it and then just slid it all out in one go. Which completely caught me off guard. So, we've now got the working Game Boy. Well, it was working before I got my hands on it. Half in the new shell. And this is the old shell. But what we need to get out of the old shell is the connections for the batteries. Because the battery connections on the old one were rusted, which is probably one reason why it didn't work. But anyway, this is much more fun doing it this way, isn't it? So we'll move that out of the way for now. Here's one I made earlier. Oh no, I'm not a Blue Peter, am I? And I'm not James May either. Did you know that in 1463, someone said one day there would be a handheld game console called the Game Boy, and no one believed them? No, sorry, I can't do James May. So we'll poke that in there, because we can, and shove it down so it pops out, which it does. Then we remember which way around it is, so we turn that the same way. That pops out, and it just should, in theory, slot straight in. And click. There you go. My man boobs love that. I have played Pokemon Snap for about 3 seconds. Right then, so now we need to get these out. Now remember how I did it before? I used my, basically, it's, what do you call them? Jammy bar, when you break into safes and things like that. You have a crowbar. It's like a miniature crowbar. And this is what I use to get the connections out. So I will press it, because I'm doing it hopefully first time. It should just pop out this time without any major faux pas, or not, maybe. Who knows? I could really do with it popping out though. There we go. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to. You know you want to. Is that that end I used? It might be that end I used. It might be a bit smaller. Oh yeah, there you go. Right. So again, keep it the same way around so I know which way it goes. Take that one out of there. And slide it directly straight away into its new hole. Click in. Should click in. Should click in. Come on, click in. You know you want to. There you go. Took off my nail with it as well. Right. You know what's scaring me? This is actually going really well. Anyway. Yeah, it does scare me a lot. Right then. Do the same again. To the side. So, go there. Press that. Push down. That's got it. No, it hasn't. No, it's because I'm doing it on the wrong side. Oh, schoolboy error again. I'm very famous for my schoolboy errors. There we go. Come on. You think you're doing something right, and it just goes, no, no, we're not doing that today. No, we're not playing that game. What do you think you're doing with me? You cannot get me out of here because my spring is fully loaded. Is it fully loaded? No, it's not. I've got it. Yep, I've just about got it. I need a bit of a poke to get it out. There we go. Need to scratch my nose. Eek, 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 eek. Lift that up a bit more. There we go. So that comes out and that goes in there. Should click in. There you go. So that now is a dead Game Boy packaging with a dead Game Boy top as well, so they can go over there, and hopefully I can rearrange this into the Game Boy. There we go, that's how it works. So I need to spin that over there, and then I need to spin this round the other way. Oops. Oh dear me. Right. So in theory this should lift up. Oh no, it does go that way. I was right the other way. Oh, I was right. This is why I don't work in the Nintendo factory where they make them, because I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. Right, there we go. So, funnily enough, it all kind of fell back into the right place. In fact, it has pretty much fallen back in exactly the right place. That's pretty cool. Right then, put the screws back. So we've got one screw here. We're on the home straight, boys and girls. So any dogs watching? It's hardly hard work though, is it? Let's be honest. It's fun work. I enjoy this. To be fair, I've got another challenge which I'll mention at the end of this, which is somewhat daunting. Oh, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I keep forgetting about the second camera. Is that actually in place? Is that holding? Is that holding in place? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oops. Oops. To be fair, I don't know whether them screws actually went there or not. Can't remember now. I don't think they did. I think they went there. I don't think there was any screws back there. Yeah, that's actually gripping something. Yeah, there's nothing on the other side. Schoolboy error again. Right, screwdriver as well might help. Right, that's good. We'll take this one out of here because it's genuinely not doing anything whatsoever. Oh, it is, but only when I put the other screws in. Right, okay. Right, so that goes in there. So this is for the speaker unit. That's definitely the wrong screwdriver. That's the right screwdriver, isn't it? Yeah, that's the right screwdriver. That's for your speaker. Order, order. That was a parliamentary joke. It's actually very funny. Probably. Right, pop that in there. Right then. Just realised something. Yes, I'm undoing the screws again. Why? Because I forgot something quite important. thought it went back too easy. The on-off switch. Grr. Right. Put it there. Right, let's put that back in again. It goes in there, that's good. It goes down there, that's good. No, that doesn't pop out again. There we go. Right, there we go, we're in. We're in. Have we got the on-off switch? Yes, we got the on-off switch working. Right. Yeah, I forgot to put the on-off switch in. That would have been monumentally annoying. That's in. Dum 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 dum. Has this been entertaining? That's the question. Have you enjoyed watching me do this? Not expecting me to do this. To be fair, I only thought about doing this about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Well, technically yesterday afternoon now. Right. Oh. Put that over. Is it all put together? They're meant to be quite loose, aren't they? No, they're not. God damn. God damn it. Remember all them screws? God damn. Forgot to put that back, didn't I? God damn. That's what I want. More attention grabbing than Love Island. Why'd I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning? That seems ridiculously early. Thankfully it's not 1 o'clock yet, so you're going to get 3 hours hopefully. I feel really bad now about what I'm going to have to tell you in a bit, but I'll leave it for now. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Basically, I'm undoing all the screws again because I forgot to put the bit that I actually talked most about of the insides, which is the rubbery bits, which are rubbery, and they fit. Where's it gone? Oh, I covered it. There you go. Fit on here somehow. I think one goes there. Yeah, that goes there and that goes there. So there you go. The other rubbery bit is on there, the other rubbery bit is on there, so they're alright. So we can put it back down again now. Put the speaker back in. Oh god. Come on, there we go. Oh, there's a wire there. Where's that wire come from? Oh, it's not a wire. What is that? Pick that up again. Oh, it's the buttons. They've fallen off. So I'll slide them in there. Is that where they go? Yeah, that's where they go. That goes there. Right, try again. This is a lot more fiddly now I have to try and be careful with it than what it was when I wasn't trying to be careful. But that's probably because I'm trying to be careful. Right, there you go. I think we're in. Got buttons. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, that's better as well. Right. Screw it all back together again. Apologies for that slight delay. Drive to Boston for a meeting that has no meaning for my job. Eat all the biscuits, drive back up. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that screw which has flown off to God knows where. There it is. Right. I feel really bad now. I don't know where Toff is. Toff's missing out on all the fun. Either that or he's watching Love Island on slow-mo repeat. I can generally say I've never watched a single episode of Love Island. Although one of my favourite trash TV programmes is Ibiza Weekender. But that's as much for... oh, what's he called? Does the narration. Than the actual people who think they're all hotties. And it is obviously scripted and everything, but it's quite fun. It's my trash TV. Like everyone else have trash TV, but I've never got into... I used to watch Big Brother back in the day. But never watched it since it left Channel 4. Mind you, I didn't watch it before it left Channel 4 for a long while. Oops. Right. I've only got a couple more screws to do now, and then we put it all back together again, and then I'll tell you what I've done wrong. Joel Lycett, that's it, that's what I was thinking of. No one's typed it when I said that. It's just very funny. He's got my sense of humour. Although I keep it clean for YouTube, I have got apparently a filthy mind. Who knew? Right. So we'll now put it back together again. Come on. You know you want to. Well, that side wants to, no, that side doesn't want to. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Right. So, screws. Just getting excited now. Anyone else excited? These screws are all different sizes, and I keep using the wrong screwdriver. Yeah, there you go. That's much better. That's one. Boston. I'm trying to figure out whose head office is in Boston. I mean, Boston, America is a long way away. It's a hell of a drive. See, we're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, yeah. At this point, I feel like I've let myself down. I've let you down. I've let my family down. I've let loads of people down. 2 more screws. Although ironically I've only got 1 screw. Which makes very little sense. And the last screw. Don't know where it's gone, so I'll use one from the other one. So, take that off there. Put that on there like that. And there you go. You've got a Game Boy in its new case. Now, the big question is, does it work? The embarrassing thing is, I may never know. Oh no, I got one battery there. I forgot to bring some batteries with me. That was my schoolboy error. That's one battery. I've got another battery in there actually. Let's have a look. Oh, I shall return forthwith. And with food. Oh, it's 2 batteries. Now the irony is, Game Boy Color only needs 2 batteries. But this isn't Game Boy Color, this is Game Boy. So thankfully, I've also got my Xbox 360 controller. So we've now got 4 batteries. I'm not shaking, but I can feel my nerves kicking in now. Let's put the batteries in. Put the original back on it. Although I will wash and put the other back on because it does look a little bit discoloured. But the other back needs a bit of a clean before I do anything with it. Are we ready? Tetris. It fits in. I'm going to let you look before I look. I'm going to look away. There we go. I'm going to look away. It made a noise. Okay. Don't get too close. Set that off a minute. Might be easier without that on. Yeah, there you go. So button A works. Button B works. Start works. I don't know what select does. Left works, right works. Down works. Ladies and gentlemen, I have just wunged it. Turn the volume down, copyright. You know what Nintendo will like. But there you go. I am in a state of shock. This is genuinely the first thing I've ever took apart and put back together again, and it's worked. Other than the cat, but that's another story. So there you go. Hi, Rebs, you're new. Welcome. Yeah, there you go, DC number 9. So you can go to sleep now happy, knowing that the Elder Gamer is not a Game Boy killer. In fact, he's a Game Boy resurrector. Although, be careful how you say that, especially if you're at work tomorrow. Yes, I watched someone resurrecting last night. Yes, no, don't say that. So there you go. I can't see it there, but you can. But now I can't. But anyway, there you go. It's working. Who knew? Who knew I had the skills? Not me. So, that's the end. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are. Alright, Rebs has said you have to click like because the 6 of you are watching. To be fair, I'm one of them watching, so there's only 5 watching, and only 2 people have clicked like. So you have to click like because Rebs said so. And you don't want to argue with Rebs because he's a mean mofo. Right, anyway, that is me done for tonight. I suppose technically I should put the other Game Boy back together again, shouldn't I? But I'm incredibly happy with that. I'm in a state of shock, but I'm incredibly happy. Genuinely, I am rubbish at this kind of thing. And when I realised I forgot the batteries, that was even worse. Cheers, a celebrated drink of warm shandy. Ugh, that's horrid. It's a clean bit of Windoline. Then we'll get a bit of glue on it tomorrow at the work. 7 people watching now and only 2 likes. But anyway, yeah, there you go then. So however long it's took me, I have changed the case of a Game Boy and it's still working. I'm shocked. That's 2 days on the trot. I've done things that are scarily scary. Because I did the Rugrats cartridge yesterday, which was in bits. And today I've done a whole Game Boy. I'll be in town for a client Saturday. I'll pop in the shop. No worries, Rebs. I will see you then. No idea who it is. Anyway. The client could mean anything, couldn't it? Yeah. Anyway. That's good, isn't it? I'm chuffed. I am chuffed to bits. I genuinely am chuffed to bits. Because like I said before, I'm a murderer of things. I don't fix things or play with them and they work at the end of it. I'm a killer. Dum, 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 dum. Can I get that screen off there though? Because let's be honest, that screen is a better screen than the old screen. In fact, the screen is pretty freaking cool. I assume that's what this tool's for. It's for going. No, maybe not. Maybe it's for going underneath there then. Doing it that way, doing it the back way. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's take all these buttons and everything out of the way. It's a shame, isn't it, really, that the screen itself is perfect. The actual Game Boy. And the Game Boy's perfect as well, but the case just went horribly discoloured. Anyway, oh yeah, I said I'd show you my next challenge, didn't I? My next challenge is... Oh. So that's still sticky. Come here, Game Boy. Right, let's just clean that up a little bit. I don't want to do it on the underside, do I? So I don't think it is dirt on the underside. So I'll pop this on here. There you go. So it's still sticky, which is amazing. And then we'll give it a quick polish. And there you go. That looks good, doesn't it? Looks so much better. So much better. I'm really chuffed with that. I mean, the colour change is phenomenal. It's gone from being a £35 console to a £50 console. Not that I'd do that. I'd still go sell it for the same price anyway. But yeah, I'm happy. I am happy. So I will just put the old one back together again. If you've want to see what's been going on, you better probably start from the beginning. Due to the fact that that's where it all started. Put these back in again. Put that in there. Where's the other ones? It is a shame that the other Game Boy is dead, but I'm very happy with what I've done. Oh, there they are. I don't know where I put the other bits. The battery acid has gone all the way through to the back as well. You can see the white there on this bottom one here. Just never leave batteries in things if you're not going to use them for like 5 years, because it just kills them dead. Kills them dead. Put them in. They should click in place. You'll hear it click. Well, yeah, one click. It nearly clicked. They're still not in yet, that's why. It will click, it will click, I will make it click. There you go, it's clicked. So the battery compartments, the battery connectors are back in, although these are knackered. Oops. All the bits falling off, but don't worry about that. Where's the screen bit? There's the screen bit. So we need to put in the D-pad. So D-pad. Put the bits on top of the D-pad, because I forgot that last time. That was embarrassing. You can go to bed now, DC, by the way. Thanks for your support. And good luck with your drive tomorrow. Bring me some biscuits. Boston, America, though. Crikey, they make you travel, don't they? Right, so that's all the bits back in. The underside, so when you press your buttons, like I said before, if you just joined us, when you press your buttons, these little things here, they complete a circuit with the carbon, and that means that if you press up or down on the control pad, or left and right, it makes the thing actually do whatever it is you've told it to do. A lot of people don't know that, but all joypads pretty much work the same way. Certainly ones of this age anyway. Which bit to put in first? Let's put the screen in first this time. So we'll pop that over there, flip that over and drop it in. Oh, me. That's the speaker as well. It's your speaker that you heard playing a rather superb tune before. That's got to go all the way around to there, because that goes all the way up here, doesn't it? It doesn't really matter about this one too much, because it is broke anyway. But I want to get it back together again, so at least when it goes somewhere, it is a complete Game Boy once more. There we go. Pop the speaker in place, spin it around a bit. There we go, are we in? Are we in? We're not in yet. Are we in now? Where has it gone? There's a bit that sticks in. Oh, it's there. Okay. Is that it? There you go. So that's in. Right. So we got all that, and then we screw it all back in again. Where are we? Where are the screws for that one? These are them. Make sure we get the right screwdriver as well. I think DC's already gone. I don't blame him. It's far too exciting. I can't believe I got it working. I can't believe I got it working. I'm so happy. What I actually mean is I can't believe I didn't stop it working. It's probably a better way of putting it. That's usually what I do. I usually break things just by looking at them. So, here we go. Before I got these, so I could do a let's deconstruct thing like I did with the Game Gear. I've actually destructed and reconstructed it. So I'm moderately happy. I have to go and celebrate. To be fair, there's some weird marks on the circuit board here. There's a big scratch down there, there's a scratch there, and that looks like it's leaked. That's probably why this one doesn't work. Literally nothing happens. Would be ironic though if it worked when I put it back together again. It's not likely though, because that made a horrible cracking noise, didn't it? Oh well. Onwards and upwards and all that. That's that way around. So we pop that there. Pop them, slide them in there. Slide that there. So we get these ones, these screws. Pop it in. Where's my screwdriver? There it is. Got the screwdrivers off the internet. They're quite good because the top bit there, it actually spins. So when you putting a screw in or putting a screw out, notice the word. I avoided the word screw in then. You just rest your hand on the top and spin the actual screwdriver underneath. It's pretty cool. Right, so let's pop this one in. So one there. And one screw there. Flip this over. Well, that went together quicker than the other one. It's still a bit sticky as well, so it might hold on to the thing. Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't actually go to bed. Grambo. It doesn't actually go together better. There we go. Screw. It's a different screw now, isn't it? Yeah, different screw. It's really weird how it does that. This is a bit more crinkly and a bit crunchier than the other one. It's probably not the best thing ever. I've definitely lost a screw. Set your own jokes. Again. Hey, doing live pet cat. Oh no. I'm not angry. To be fair, I'm fuming. I forgot the same thing again. A lot further in this time. Doing live pet cat? No, we're not doing live pet cat. Why are we doing live pet cat? That'd be weird. Could do is people reviewing the camera angles as well. Do you like the camera angles? You've got the one up there looking at me, and then you've got the one there looking at what I'm doing. I will admit that I've never done this before, as in a live stream with a camera pointing at the desk. And I did forget occasionally that the camera was there. So I do apologise for that, but other than that, I think it's gone rather well. No, it's that size, so it's not too bad. Let's pick that up and put that in there before we estimate. Sorry, lose. So we'll take that out and take that out. Lift that up. Pop in the battery. Well, the battery, the on-off button, which completely missed where it's supposed to go. Brilliant. Spend a lot of time and effort on this, even though it's knackered. That's how thorough I am. Even though I know it'll never work again, I still want to do it right. Because at the end of the day, these were someone's pride and joy once. So, screw these back in. I don't know where the pet cat has gone. She's having a snooze somewhere. It's hard life being a cat, isn't it? Snooze all day, snooze all night, get fed, get stroked a couple of times, have a poo, go for a wander outside, come back in again, have a snooze. Right, so we've done it this time. Got it. So, this is the donor Game Boy. I'm putting back together again. If you've just joined us, I have successfully, and very unusually, swapped the case from this Game Boy, which is not working, to a case for a Game Boy that was working, that was heavily discoloured. Now the heavily discoloured one, and oh, I forgot to find on my last screw as well. I was missing a screw, now I've got one again. Actually, I think I found it because it hadn't come out of the case. There we go. So screw that one in. That means cleaning the house if I do the cat one. I can't be arsed doing that. Right, so I have taken apart and put back together again 2 Game Boys. Never done anything like this before in my life, for a Game Boy anyway. I have taken apart a Game Gear, which is a video that's somewhere on here. I have to hunt for it. I'll see if I can put a link on from this to that. I say me, it wasn't me, it was Destructive Dan who did that. So there you go, there's your Game Boy with your discoloured one, non-working Game Boy, discoloured one. And now we've got the nice case on the working Game Boy. So that seems to work out well for everyone, doesn't it? I'm kind of curious. I don't think it'll work because it's rusted to death. But curiosity killed the cat. Another cat reference. Oh. I know this won't work, but you know, just to prove it didn't work. Although I didn't prove it didn't work. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing going on. Not even a nothing. Nothing. So it is now a totally deceased X. Gameboy. I might keep it actually. Just have it in the background, and then people can look at it and know and remember the fun we had that night. So yeah, that's it. I'm going. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I need to get to 666 subs. Yeah, not really. I want to get to 1,000 subs. So please subscribe, and I'll be your friend for moments. Unless, of course, it doesn't tell me who you are, in which case I'll be eternally grateful to anyone. It's pretty much my life, really, if you think about it. Put that back in there before I get where they are. Put them over there as well. Right then. Oh, great. Xbox. The controller's now trying to connect to an Xbox that isn't even plugged in. So thanks for watching. I will see you all again probably tomorrow night. I've got other things planned for tomorrow. That's the thing about this web channel, YouTube channel. We never know. Even I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Oh yeah, I did say I'd show you the challenge before I went. The next challenge. Now this is one I've had an idea for a long while. Yes, that is a Dreamcast. And that too is a Dreamcast. We have 2 Dreamcasts. One of the Dreamcasts, I'm not sure which one to be fair because it's been a while. One of the Dreamcasts doesn't spin the disc, won't read the disc, nothing happens. The other Dreamcast, you get no signal. No signal. Yeah, no signal from the aerial. Now, I've been told that these are modular-ish. So I thought it'd be fun to have a play and see if I can get a working Dreamcast from 2 very dead Dreamcasts. But that will be for another day. In fact, let's have a look at the screws. In fact, it might not be tomorrow, that, because those screws... Oh, it's Phillips screws. We're alright, they're only Phillips screws. Get in them. So there you go then. Double Dreamcast joy. That sounds weird. Coming soon. Not what next challenge. Not what next challenge. What? No, not what next challenge. No, what not next challenge. What? Next what? No, what? Next what? What? I don't know. Anyway, just on the off chance, I've gotten an aerial lead, but it's only an old-fashioned aerial lead, i.e. I'll have to plug it into the telly and then turn the webcam around so you can actually see the telly, if it works, and a couple of joypads, and I think I've got a crap game knocking around somewhere as well. So, that'll be in the future. So once again, thank you very much for the watchings. I do like this second camera, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I do a thumbs up thing. Yeah, it doesn't really work thumbs up, does it? It just looks like I'm... I don't know what it does. What it even looks like I'm doing. Right, let's get these put away. Tidy your tools when you finish working. Use the term working loosely. There we go. Little tools put away in that little bag. It's a bag. They go in there, out of the way. Until next time. Yeah, we're done. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again at some point in the future. Until then, goodbye.